Story 6, Part 14. The Stake Beneath. The black water was colder than death. It wrapped around me like it wanted to pull the air straight out of my lungs. Avery's hand slipped from mine as the current took us down, faster than gravity should allow. There was no sense of up or down anymore, only a twisting descent through a darkness so complete it felt alive. My ears filled with whispers. Some were my own thoughts. But twisted. They never listened to you. You'll die here, and it will be for nothing. No one in that city will even remember your name. Then another voice cut through them, not the light, not Avery. This one was older, and it carried the weight of 1,000 broken oaths. You cannot unmake what I've planted. Pull the stake, and the city will tear itself apart. Its sins keep it standing. The current spat us out into a vast undercity, lit by a sickly green glow. The buildings were wrong. No bricks, no steel, just black bone-like structures, ribcages of something dead yet still holding shape. Every street was lined with shadowed figures, standing perfectly still, their faces turned toward the center. There it was. The stake. It was no ordinary post, it was a spear, tall as a church steeple, driven deep into the ground where streets converged in a perfect star. Its surface was carved with symbols I didn't recognize but somehow understood. Greed, bloodlust, betrayal, idolatry. Between each carving, black vines pulsed with that same heartbeat I'd been hearing for weeks. Avery stumbled beside me, clutching his chest. It's feeding on them. On everyone. The light appeared at the edge of the street, but here it seemed smaller, like the air itself was choking it. This stake anchors him here, it said. Pull it, and the pulse will die. But you said, I started. Yes, the light interrupted. It will also shake the city. Those built on sand will fall. Those rooted in me will stand. From the shadows between the buildings, something began to move, tall, thin, and wrong. Dozens of them. Their arms were too long, their heads tilted too far, like marionettes with cut strings. Their mouths opened and closed, but their voices came from somewhere else. You think salvation is gentle. You think the Lord comes without a sword. A chill went through me, not from fear of them, but from knowing they were right. The light's voice grew sharper. Elias, the choice is yours. Pull it, or leave it. If you leave it, the city will keep breathing, but the pulse will never stop. If you pull it, you break his hold, but the shaking will come tonight. I looked at Avery. His lips moved in a whisper I could barely hear. Do it. My hands closed around the stake. It burned like ice, searing into my palms, and the carvings seemed to writhe under my grip. The vines coiled tighter, resisting. The pulse grew frantic, trying to drive me back with waves of despair and rage. Somewhere above us, in the real city, sirens wailed, and I felt the spiritual and physical layers of Chicago overlapping. People waking in the night, clutching their chests. Others rising from bed, inexplicably drawn to their knees in prayer. The stake shuddered. And I pulled.